Welcome back to Icon Graphics and Apparel. It's week 3 of 2025. It's freezing cold outside, but it's warm in here. And we're getting to work this week on several projects to get accomplished. I kind of teased this towards the end of the video last week. Not a ton of race car stuff to do this week. Got one coming into the shop at the end of the week, a new B-Mod, new customer for this year as well, new full wrap customer, and so excited about that. We'll definitely show you that towards the end of the week. We got a special project to begin this week, and have some projects that aren't necessarily race car related, and I'll bring you along for that and show you what we've got going on there. So let's get to work. Tonight I'm going to bring you along on my first on location install since I've been doing the YouTube channel, and so that'll be a lot of fun, and I want to talk about a little bit what it's going to be like so it'll prepare you for that. If you're local, you're probably familiar with or heard about by now the Driven to Win program in Camdenton, and I'm thankful and happy to be a part of that. My brother is the brainchild behind that. He's the one who puts in the major bulk of the work, but we here at Icon have teamed up with them this year, and we're going to help provide the wraps for the race cars that they have built. Let me just pause and say, if you don't know anything about Driven to Win, I'd encourage you to go to their Facebook page and check out what they've got going on. It's an awesome program for youth, for teenagers 14 to 18 years old, to get involved in racing, but more importantly, to build relationships and friendships with young people. Many of us know that the young people in our society today are bombarded with so many things each and every day, and this is an avenue for them to make friends and have relationships like that, but also to learn hands-on things and learn how to work on a race car. They've built these race cars from the ground up. I mean, when we rolled them into the shop, they were running, driving street cars, and now we are to the point where we're ready to wrap them. They've got cages in them, and they're painted. They've got their motors in them. I mean, we could have them ready to race in the next couple of weeks. And so the wrap is obviously a part of that. Now you say, why are you going to wrap these cars for a bunch of teenagers to go out and tear up? Well, first of all, we're hoping they don't tear them up. Now we understand things will happen, but we've had some awesome businesses come to be a part of this. And so this is a way that we can give back to them for their impact and their influence and their investment in the program. And so I'm going to turn the camera around here, and I'm going to show you the first 2 wraps that we'll be doing for the program. And the blue one there, that's for the blue team. All of the teams have a color. This super bright purple and pink one is for the all-girls team. And so that's really exciting to have young ladies involved in racing, and they've done a great job getting in there, learning what they can, and it's been exciting to see them get excited about race cars. And then the blue team, they're a team of rambunctious teenage guys, and so we're excited for them as well. But as you can see, this is an awesome opportunity to highlight great businesses that have invested in this program and that are going to be a part of it, and so we can give back to them in that way. And obviously you'll see the Icon logo here on the girls car, and then contingency sponsors, and a lot of these sponsors have done big things. And like, for instance, Bill Kinney at BK Racing, his logo will be big on another car that we're doing. There's 5 of these cars that we've got to wrap over the next 5 weeks, and so I'll bring you along on location tonight. I'm not just going to be in the corner wrapping these cars by myself. I'm going to be teaching these young people how to wrap. They'll be watching me do a big portion of the beginning of it, but then I want them to get involved and to learn how to lay the vinyl and that sort of thing. And so that's going to be a lot of fun. You'll see more about that in the video to come. With me going on location tonight to wrap, I figured I'd kind of show you what's in my, what I call my go bag. It's just a rolling suitcase, rolling tool bag. This is the #1 thing you'll need: ibuprofen or headache relief, because yeah, Rolly Pro, got to take that with me. Obviously our handy dandy magnets that we use on pretty much all these installs, I'll take those with me. A couple of blades. These are my favorite ones. These are the NT Cutter Premium G, and they're black, have black blades, and these are my favorite. I like the feel. The cut is the same every time. Extra blades for the NT I'll take with me as well. In addition, a roll of tape just in case. You guys know I'm a magnet guy. I don't like tape, but just in case, I always take a roll of tape just in case. A couple microfiber towels that I'll take to wipe down the car before we do it. Some of our cheap Dollar General glass cleaner. I always take a trash bag with me to clean up after we're done, and then I will take my own personal heat gun and an extension cord, and I'll probably grab one more extension cord. If you're going to do install in somebody else's shop, you don't necessarily know how the layout is. Obviously I have a little bit of a leg up because I'm there every week, so I know how the shop's laid out, and I know there's extension cords and stuff like that. But I try, when I'm going to someplace I've never been before, I like to take as much as I can with me that I will need, so I don't have to bother the customer or anything like that while I'm there. I can get it all done. And then lastly, my bag of squeegees, and it's got several 4-inch and 6-inch squeegees in there, along with extra felts that I might need. And I usually throw my blades and my extra blades in there in that bag, and it keeps it nice and tidy so it's not rolling around in the bottom of the tool bag when I go. I may do another video on some of the other items that I use from time to time, some of my favorites down the road, but this just kind of goes in my go bag that I take with me if I'm going to an install, and that would be if I go to a school to install, do that pretty often, or to go install a race car. I don't travel to installs for race cars a lot. I will do them especially if I'm going out of town. I like to get 2 or 3, and I can do 2 or 3 in one day, and that makes my trip a little bit more worth it to go and do that. Last year I did a trip. My brother went with me. We did just outside of Kansas City. We did 3, and then we drove back and did a 4th, and then I did a 5th that day as well. So that's the record of installs in one day. But I don't travel a lot, but when I do, I'll be sure to take my go bag with me. Good morning, y'all. It's a new day, new projects to get completed around the shop. Hope you enjoyed some of those videos from Driven to Win last night, and getting that car all wrapped up and ready to go. I probably should have known ahead of time that it probably wasn't going to be super easy to get a lot of video of me helping teach. But it was a lot of fun. The girls did a great job. They adapted well, learned a little bit, and we didn't make too many mistakes, so I'm thankful for that. I got some projects to finish up today. Got some material in to finish up Adriel's signs. Going to finish those today, and then got some apparel to box up as well. We do everything motorsports apparel, any kind of race shirts, all that kind of stuff. We've done, obviously we do our own apparel that we have here in the shop. This is kind of the 2024 design that we had. We've got basic logo tees as well, but we do hats. You'll see those also. But we got these done earlier this week, and trying to get them all boxed up. These are for Mason Rodden, these shirts that he ordered when he got his wrap, about a week and a half ago now. And boy, shipping in this country right now is a disaster. And so snow and ice and all that kind of stuff has wreaked havoc on it. So we got them finished up, and gonna box those up and get them ready for Mason to pick them up. Good morning, y'all. It's time to get to work. The truck that I told you about will be coming in towards the end of the week. Henderson Heating and Cooling, white blank canvas to look at. And when we roll it out of the shop here in just a little bit, it'll look anything but white and blank. And so we appreciate Brad and his company for entrusting us. And like I said, several that we've done for them this year, or not this year, 2025. We did some last year in 2024. So we've got just about everything done and ready to go for that. And I'll bring you along for some time-lapse install. These stickers that I'm putting on today are a little bit different than what we've done in the past. Same kind of process that we've done with the cutting them out on the cutter. But these have a transfer paper on them, but it's a little bit different transfer tape or transfer paper than we used with the overlays. So in the overlays we used the translucent stuff that you can see through, but that's really one-time use, and it's kind of brittle and it's meant to be see-through. This transfer tape or transfer paper, which you're probably more familiar with, especially if you've seen some of the old school vinyl stuff, is a lot more rigid. It's a lot more durable, and on a situation like this where we're putting large stickers on the side of it, like the name Henderson, it works a lot better for applications like that. So if you see that in the time lapse, you'll say, what's that's a little bit different. It is a little bit different. And then for like their regular logos and stuff, we use just regular vinyl printed, design printed and cut vinyl, obviously Facebook logo and stuff like that. But that's the material we're using. I'll set you up on a time lapse. You can watch this get it done. vinyl has been laid on the Henderson truck, and everything looks good. You saw the whole time lapse there, doing the whole truck. It is 10:07 right now. I pulled it in here about 8:30, but I had, let me count. Let me just tell you what the wrap guy in peak motorsports season, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 phone calls during that time. I took 8 of them. 1 was missed, but I did call them back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 text messages. And now let's go to Facebook. How many of y'all, your business requires a social media app? 4 messages on my personal page. Now let's go to the business page. Just 2 on the business page. All in an hour and a half. Oh, and while we were installing that, got some trailer decals printed out for Casey Thomas. Got to cut these out, and they'll be ready to go to Casey for a new trailer purchase for him. And good to see him back in a race car this year. And we've got a lot of other projects to finish today. I'll bring you along for that. And then race cars coming in tomorrow morning. Finishing up a long day of printing here at the shop. I'm just going to show you kind of what we got accomplished today. Got these signs all laminated and ready to go. For Adriel, we'll be putting these on Max Metal, which is very similar to that sign right there that the fire department still has to pick up. But we'll be doing those probably tomorrow. And then got him a glass decal done for his storefront, and then a couple magnets for his vehicle. And so got all of that done here today. And then got... Good morning, y'all. It's Friday. It's the last day of the work week, at least for me. And we've got some projects to finish. Got to wrap a race car today. And got a USRA / Power Eye B-Mod in the shop this morning. Printer is on the wrap, or wrap is on the printer. It's been one of those weeks. There. Nice, clean slate to start with. As you can probably tell in the video, MD3 doors and quarters, so we'll prep those and get those ready to go. You can probably tell in the video, it's all matte black, decking, roof, sail panels, hood, and all of that. This one's even got the MD3 nose on the front of it, and it looks good as well. And so I'm going to start prepping this one. I've already wiped the sides down. Going to start taking some bolts out, getting it prepped and ready to go. Like I said, I already got it measured up this morning. Driver's side is just about done printing, and it's going to be very similar to the one that we did for Mason just about 10 days ago, or I guess a couple weeks ago now. It's got matte laminate on it to match the flat black decking and roof and sail panels and stuff like that. And so we'll get this one all laminated up and get it put on the cart, and you can come along and watch. all done, Mr. Donnie Betts. Appreciate Donnie coming on board this year for Icon. We did sponsors and numbers for Donnie last year when he purchased this car, but this year able to do a half plus is what we call this, doors and quarters plus the sail panels, and seeing clean simple lines is what he wanted, something to match the gray. Match the gray on the side of the nose and the hood really well. So nice sharp car, no sponsor, number displacement, and number on the roof. We got Donnie all done, ready to go. And let's see, he pulled in here a little after 9 o'clock. Measure and install, it's 11:28 right now. So on modifieds like that, it's pretty simple to get them done pretty quickly. And just like that, another week is done. A lot of jobs we got accomplished this week, and got a full calendar, full slate next week. Got a Tahoe coming in Monday and Tuesday. Gonna be putting a wrap on that. You local guys will recognize that when it gets here next week. Got race cars to do next week as well. Also some to print and ship next week, and a couple of odds and end things that are squeezed in there as well. Next week, I'm also going to do a little bit of an introductory video. If you're not local and don't know who I am, you still don't know who I am, and now we're done with video 3. So next week, we're going to sit down and talk about who I am, why I'm doing what I'm doing, and a little bit of my backstory. And we're not going to get too in-depth or anything like that, but talk to you about rapping as well. But thanks again for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. We've had a lot of people viewing the videos, not a ton of subscribers yet. So if you haven't subscribed, please do that. That helps us and get these videos off the ground, get the channel off the ground. Appreciate the love, the support. And if there's anything I can do for you, please let me know. Thanks.